بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you wherever you are, and welcome you to your program Fatawa Life that comes to you from Mishkan Center. The first question is about the Quranic, the concealing of the Quran, the khatam. Some people, they take like one part of the Quran, they recite it and they finish it. Well, the answer, the recitation of the Quran is good. If it is to learn the Quran, it's fine. And to keep it, and it will not be deserted. It will help those who are studying with each other and learning the Quran. That's good. This is in general what is good. But for each one of them, they have the reward of what he recited and the hearing of what he did. The recitation has a reward and listening has a reward. And there's a hadith. Even there is a saying in its correctness, what narrated by Imam Ahmad, that the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever heard a recitation of ayah in the Quran, it will be written to him in the Day of Judgment. But whomever recited it, it will be a light for him at the Day of Judgment. So, steadfast on the recitation of the Quran. No people gather to recite the Book of Allah and teach it, learn from among themselves. They will be covered with the mercy, and they will have the tranquility, and the angels will cover them, and Allah will mention them from the elite that's with him. Second question. My father, he is a bank manager in Egypt, and he inherited half a house, some land in the country, and he cannot sell it. My father is given gift as a friend for services that has to do with the bank. What about the gift and he allows me to use it, but he keeps the ownership. My father, he bought an apartment and he wants to give it to me, and he's asking me to finish the do I need to pay my father for what he spent on the apartment, or its current value? The gift from the customers of the bank, they're telling that they're giving it to him because of the friendship that they have. It's not going to be accepted. That's called ghulul. This is something that's not accepted. The Prophet ﷺ, he sent a person on the charity to collect it. When he came back, he said, this is for you and this is for me. I was gifted this part. He got angry. He said, wouldn't he stay in his mother's house or his father's house and see is going to be getting any gift? The money that is in the house, whether it's through illegitimate sources or not, the sin goes to the person who gained it, not to whomever it was given to after that. Because he, alayhi salatu wasalam, he took money from everybody, and he knows that the Jews did something wrong. So whatever your dad gives you, it says, okay, you have given him the advice to verify his income, and you ask the people of knowledge, and his reward after that with Allah Azza wa Jal. He, alayhi salatu wasalam, he dealt with the Jews in the Medina, buying and selling, and he accepted their invitation for food, and he knew that they eat people's money falsely, and they trick people to get in their money. It's for your father to give you I mean, some apartment. It's fine, but you know, your dad, it need to be just between you and your brothers and sisters. If he did, then it's allowed for him to take uh, the the father died, and the Egyptian law forced the money. I mean, the apartment goes back to his wife. Can we stay in the apartment or take what he has spent and leave? Uh, Again, you did good with asking. The the social media, they unjustly take people's money, but you have to make some kind of agreement about the rental part, or so you can look into the inflation, because 100,000 20 years ago is different than, it does not have the same value like this year. Because nobody's money is allowed except with his permission and his good will of giving it. The last question, because the time is limited. I have some friends, they work in some companies, so they try to, they don't decision makers, but they try to force or tell their company to deal with me. I specialize in media and stuff like that. I give him part of my profit because they get me this business. But these companies don't know that these people, they are getting a small percentage of whatever I do. And I change the uh, if there's any burden on me, what, and there's like 30 people that works, what do I do? The answer, we should not, for the employee, for any company, and he is taking money to make profit from his uh, contacts that he learned from there with other companies, except with the knowledge of that company. Otherwise, it's from the ghulul, because the gift of the customers, it is from the ghulul, those extreme that, you know, in taking the money, which make it illegitimate. We know that the Prophet ﷺ said, whenever we use him on work and we give him, what he takes after that is ghulul. So either he will teach them. So you, the companies that you deal with, so fear Allah, all you who fear Allah. So we come to the conclusion of the first part. Inshallah, we'll continue in a couple of hours. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.